Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be making a video on my bamboo rat snake. Her name is Yuki and I hope you guys enjoy. So in today's video I'm going to be talking about how I've been caring for my bamboo rat snake and some of the things that I've learned that I thought was very fascinating during the research process. I'm also going to be showing you how I set up my juvenile bamboo rat snake's enclosure as well. I just wanted to clarify that I am not a professional or an expert or anything. I do have a bit of experience for snake handling as I have many snakes, as you can see. I've done a lot of research before bringing home my bamboo rat snake, as you should always make sure you do thorough research before bringing home any animal. These are just some tips that I have found that are fascinating that I wanted to share, and how it's been working for me with caring for my bamboo rat snake. So I hope you guys enjoy my video and come check it out. So bamboo rat snakes live a very secluded life. They are nocturnal and they do like to hide a lot and be isolated from the rest of the world. They like to hide underneath the branches and leaves underneath the forest floor. So these snakes are located in a very large but fragmented area in Asia. They can be found in Thailand, Vietnam, China, Laos. The bamboo rat snake requires a very humid and relatively cooler environment to thrive in. This snake is a mountainous species, meaning that the temperatures do need to be a lot cooler than most snakes. They don't need additional heating, as the temperature does need to stay just around 75 degrees, and just a little bit lower. It could even drop to around 60 degrees at night. Having additional heat and bringing this enclosure up to 80 degrees or higher could actually cause the snake harm, and they could even die from being in those types of conditions. So this is my first snake that doesn't require additional heating. What I've been doing is keeping her in a tub type of enclosure. Those really keep the humidity high, especially for this snake, since it is a relatively cooler environment thriving snake. I really need to make sure that the temperatures stay between 73 to 75-ish. You don't want it to get in the 80s or anything higher like that, as it can be really stressful and can even cause death to the snake. I do spray mine twice, once in the morning and once at night, and knowing that it is in a tub, usually the humidity will last way longer than it would as if it were in a tank. So these snakes are relatively easy to keep. However, just because they are super sensitive with temperature, I wouldn't recommend them as a beginner snake. They are a smaller species, males getting only up to about 2 feet, females getting just a little bit bigger. They are thin and they have such beautiful colors, which is what attracted me to getting my girl Yuki. I have also learned that bamboo rat snakes do have a very fast metabolism, meaning that the juveniles should be fed every 5 days and adults should be fed every 7. So bamboo rat snakes do have smaller heads, therefore they do not like large prey. For sizing them up, it is better to get multiple smaller preys rather than sizing up to a larger sized prey than you fed the last time. They do have small heads, so as babies you do want to keep them on pinkies, and as they're getting older I would recommend feeding 2 to 3 pinkies before sizing up to the next size. So once your bamboo rat snake is settled in and it is ready to move into its permanent enclosure, I do have mine in a tub enclosure, as I do find that it is easier to maintain humidity in these types of enclosures, where as a tank I feel like wouldn't lock in as much humid as this type of species require. I'm going to be showing you my setup and what has been working for me. It is a juvenile, so I do have it in its permanent juvenile enclosure, but as it gets bigger, I will be putting it into something else. But for now, let me show you how I have it set up. So this is my juvenile bamboo rat snakes enclosure. I do have her in a tub. As you can see, she has 2 hides and a water dish. I do not have her on additional heating, as I do maintain her temperatures to fluctuate between 70 and 75 degrees. And she does keep a high humidity being in this tub at around 80 degrees. I do have just a bunch of leaves littered around and this giant vine that she can hide under. There's a bunch of tunnels that she has created in this substrate, and I do have extra leaves and moss shoved into those jars, which is great for her to hide in. Now, I did say that they do not need additional heating. However, right now it is springtime and our temperatures are rising, so it is really important to make sure that she does not overheat or dry out, as it needs to be very moist and cool in here so they can stay hydrated. The snake needs to make sure that the temperatures are perfect, so when it does get cold, I do have to make sure that I am able to still keep her temperature at around 70 to 75 degrees. And I just wanted to clarify, although I said that no additional heating is needed, when winter comes, that may change, as heating may need to apply to make sure that you are still maintaining the correct temperatures for this species. So this is my girl Yuki. I did get her from East Bay Vivarium in Berkeley, California. They did tell me that she was about 6 months old when I got her, and I am really excited to see her grow. So that was it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. If there was anything that you felt like I missed or should know, please put that in the comments below. I am still learning every day, and I would love to hear your guys' feedback. Thanks. Bye.